ukipata pesa ndio watu wanaanza kukuscam.
My name is Mtala the Voice. So today I'm with these beautiful ladies. So basically what I'm going to talk about today is about Rwanda, man, my experience in Rwanda, and maybe what is this thing that you want to know about Rwanda?
I want to know about their currency, the climate, their culture, and maybe how they work, maybe their timing, if it's like in Kenya.
Okay, first of all, let me begin with they're in a different time zone. We are, is it behind them by 1 hour or they're ahead of us by 1 hour? So if right now is, what is the time right now in Kenya? Let me check. 5:45. Maybe there it is 4:45.
Oh, their time is behind.
It's actually behind. They're not ahead of us. So that is the difference actually. So maybe let me tell you the first experience. Maybe when I just arrived in Rwanda, man. So immediately I passed a place called Barara. I think you guys have heard of Barara. If you're ever been,
it's a town
in Uganda. So. So I passed Barara. Immediately when you pass Barara, now you begin to, having that environment of Rwanda starts being hilly. It's all hilly because Rwanda and part of Uganda are just like the same, also Burundi and also some parts of Congo. So so the moment I arrived in Barara, it started being hilly. But from Barara to a border point called Katuna is also quite some distance, but the terrain is just the same. So I arrived in Katuna close to around, was it around 7 p.m. Man, the immigration actually is one of the best immigrations. Like if you go to a place like Uganda, most of the time you're going to find a problem of immigration. But immediately when you arrive in Rwanda, you can see they're somehow cool, warm, even young people are at the immigration. So it's kind of easy for you to travel and explain there. So the only problem I had, because I remember the last time when I traveled to Uganda, we did not have these rules that you have to show the exact place that you're going. You could just pass and just give a reason, but don't have to give the number. But this time I had to give a number. So I had a problem there, but we were able to sort it out, and I went to Kigali. But it's all beautiful, man.
And how was the experience there?
Okay, the experience, of course, was beautiful. Of course, the ladies are beautiful.
Rwanda, so I don't know. What is it?
Yeah, but the way this.
Yeah.
Is it overrated? It's a real.
Okay, I can say like this, like it's not like everybody's beautiful, but you can
just
find,
like here in Kenya.
Yeah, but you can find a good number of them are very beautiful actually, and it is that preference that people do say it's beautiful. Of course, most of our ladies are kind of tall, and also not slim actually, but they're H-shape. Curvy. They're curvy. And also good hair, good skin, and their, how their culture is very, what do you say? There's this way, like they're very submissive as compared to when you come to the wifey kind of. but so I interacted with a gentleman there. There is something that was so interesting. So I was asking the gentleman, so what is it like to get a Rwandese lady? What can it take me for me to marry a Rwandese lady? So she told me that you have to be rich. So I asked him,
so that to marry a lady.
Yeah, because what he told me, like, when you marry a lady, it's like you're marrying the whole family. You have to take care of their family too. It's not like, that's what he told me. But I need to confirm that from
so you just have to be rich first.
Yeah.
You're just going to be a sponsor to come.
Yeah, you need to take care of their family. So I asked the gentleman, so what is it, what amount of money do I need to be called or considered rich? So according to the gentleman, he told me I need close to, when you convert the money, it's close to 30,000 Kenyan shillings. 30, and that is
so like that's cool.
That is $300.
Basic salary here in Kenya.
Yeah, let's say like that. So I was like,
they are cheap.
Munifungia watano, but it's not cheap. They're not very cheap.
In their country, it's To us, they are cheap.
Because their currency is quite lower to ours. Like 1 shillings to them is like 7. Okay, there are 7 shillings is 1 shillings to our currency when you try.
So, but basically, life there is very cheap.
Not very cheap actually. You know.
Okay, according to
when you
us,
compare,
in Kenya,
when you compare to life in Nairobi and life in Kigali, Kigali was cheaper. It's cheaper. That one I can say is like let's say 25% cheaper. Like something close to that. Because I remember the place where I was, the place where I was living actually, when you convert that money was close to 1,500 Kenya shillings per day, and it was December peak time, yeah? Meaning maybe when you go right now is like 1,000, but in Nairobi, man, you cannot go get a place like that for that money. That's too little. Maybe 3,000 Kenya shillings when you convert to dollars, close to $30. Yeah, so that is a difference, and of course. They have a lot of food actually. Their countries are actually evergreen. They produce a lot. They don't have problem with food, meaning there's plenty of food. When there's plenty of food, meaning it's cheaper.
As a Luya can go and stay there.
But there's no ugali for mahindi. There's no corn flour actually. They use cassava to make their ugali. And it's kind of like fermented. That's what I tasted. But if they have it, maybe if you're Rwandese, you can tell me in the comment section so that I don't give wrong information. So there is a gentleman there. Immediately I arrived in Kigali. I say I want to go to a chom. You know me, I'm a guy of Kibandaski. Yeah. Like I just do
the chapati.
I do street food a lot. What do
they serve there?
Their foods actually I discovered they eat like the Kikuyus in Kenya, like they mix food a lot, like the combos of food, some potatoes, and with me I'm not good with that, but the food was nice actually. But
what's the name of the food that you ate there? If you can remember.
So, hey, I can't remember the name actually.
But it was.
But they're
nice.
just normal. It was nice actually. But man, don't put. Everybody doesn't take chili. We don't.
Do you take chili?
I take chili, but
I'll
just a few. I take chili.
But
they have that chili called a kavanga. That thing is crazy.
It
is like, you know what you use
you
here is like trip of it.
Yeah,
immediately, and it is like it's a liquid thing. It's almost colorless, and when you put your food, man, you start crying immediately. If you're used to the Kenyan chili, it's not like the chili is super crazy.
Very strong.
Yeah, very strong actually. So I wasn't comfortable with that. The climate, I think, for a Kenyan, you can be okay with a Kenyan, but it depends which part of the country you're coming from. Because Kenya is very diverse. For example, when you go to the northern part of the country, that is different. Come to Nairobi, sometimes it's very hot, sometimes very cold. When you go to western part of the country,
just like here different. In Kenya,
Mombasa part, Nairobi part. But the thing, maybe someone from Nairobi, you can survive the weather. Like right now, you can see simply because anytime. The weather, according to that time when I was there, I don't know if that's their usual weather, but they're close to Congo, so I think maybe something like that. The weather is very unpredictable. It can rain anytime, the sun can come out anytime. So that's what I realized. But actually, it was easy peasy for me. The weather wasn't bad for me.
So there are no seasons like the summer.
I'm not very sure. I'm not very sure about that. You can't be sure. And I was just there for not a very long time.
And how is transportation there?
Their transport is very superb and actually very cheap.
So they don't sambaza like here in
Kenya. And they use electric buses, by the way. They use electric buses. So it is like this. When you want to move from one point to another, there is a card, something like an ATM card, that you have to reload it with money. So you don't need to pay in cash. So you just tap. It's like, let's say when I converted that transport, maybe from here to town was close to 30 Kenyan shillings. So you just tap that card, and then the money is deducted.
Then it's
English is
it's automatically deducted the exact money.
Yeah. Sure. So if you're going to various destination costs a different amount of money, but it's relatively cheaper when you compare it with the Kenya. Kenya. We have got rush hour, they don't have that.
So they are not conductors, just normal.
Yeah.
They are not conductors. In the evening, in the
morning. There are attendants actually to help you, of course, but it's not like our conductors, 20.
So, and Sasa, if there are no conductors,
yes,
what if they don't go carrying
they have got
people
operators,
along with them?
conductors are operators, or matatu operators.
So
that's
they're
it.
not called conductors there.
Okay, I'm just trying to put
You're
it
just
for
trying to
anyone who is trying to watch this from a different country. It is a public means, operators who help you maybe for payment, or if you want to board, or maybe a light from from the vehicle. The road is quite noisy, don't worry. We are here with these beautiful ladies. Hey, man, I did not introduce you. I did not introduce you. Hey, well, Lynn there.
My name is Lynn.
Yeah.
I'm a beauty therapist.
Well, man, this lady does some amazing job there. I normally go to her spa, actually. So, and...
my name is Malin.
Malin.
Just a plural of her name. Lynn Malin.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. So...
Oh, and your friends.
They are friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing about Rwanda that I realize actually, like their security there, people are quite, they fear their policemen. So there's a lady I was asking the direction, man, I need to go this place and this place. The moment she saw the police, land cruiser, man, she was almost fainting.
Oh.
I think there is that trauma still in the country. I think that's why there is fear, man. So the moment she saw, man, sure, until I told her, hey, relax, I understand, man. In Kenya, man, you can just talk to a police. Wait, I don't want this, man. Don't disturb me. In Kenya, people are crazy. You can, but there, that is something that maybe you can find it different when you compare it to Kenya. So another thing also, like there are no thieves actually in Kigali, because while recording, I was using my phone because I lost my camera. My camera was stolen in Nairobi CBD. So I was using my camera in Kigali. So imagine, I was walking with the camera tonight like this, I'm holding this phone, but no one, very, very safe. Because there is I was talking to a gentleman there who was the place where I was sleeping actually. He told me, in Rwanda, if you are caught like a thief like this, police will tell you the prisons are full, so they just shoot you dead. So yeah. So, but I don't know. That's what the guy told me. But for Rwandese watching this, tell me in the comment section, man. What is it? Is it my experience, or did that guy tell me the truth or not? But what I can assure you, man, the security. So
they don't even investigate the whole.
No, of course, when you talk to the government, they'll tell you, man, we will investigate the issue. But now you're telling me the situation in the ground, man. They don't do that. They don't negotiate with thieves or robbers.
So people there, they don't have this fear of, I'll be robbed.
No. Just a few cases. Just a few cases. Of course, it can't be 100%, but you can get a few cases. But the moment when cases of insecurity are reported, man, the police are deployed there in civilian clothing. And when you're got, man, bad day for you. Bad day for a thief in office, man.
Yes, we need that kind of security here in Kenya.
Have you ever experienced insecurity in Kenya? Have you ever been robbed in Kenya?
Yes,
Where?
Not even been robbed.
Not even once.
That was funny. Okay, it wasn't funny. That was rude.
Because
I remember there was a day when I was in college, I used to study around the CBD area, Afia Center.
Yeah. Nairobi CBD.
Yeah, this man that just came and asked. Yeah. Imagine he was handsome, well dressed, and then he didn't even grab my shopping. He just asked for them. So you can imagine, like, can I have
bring this cow? Like it belongs to him.
So I was like, okay. I laughed because I thought it was funny or something, but he was serious.
By the way, that's a very okay.
Nairobi for me.
Nairobi is a very crazy place. By the way, I'm not surprised actually. Even
I never healed.
So I've shared with you stories about Nairobi. For example, maybe, man, if you've not watched my stories, maybe in Nairobi, I've shown people every place in Nairobi, man. Go to Nairobi CBD, parklands. I've shown people in Lower Kabete, Loresho. Talk about Kileleshwa, Westlands. I've shown people those beautiful stories about Nairobi. If you have not watched, and at the same time, don't forget to watch my stories in Uganda, my stories in Rwanda. What you're talking about is my experience in Rwanda actually, and you can go and watch my stories in Rwanda. It was all beautiful, and amazing.
Before you finish,
yes,
what's the best place that you visited that you recommend someone to visit?
About Rwanda or about country?
Rwanda.
Okay, the beautiful place about Rwanda. I think to me what I loved most about Rwanda is the countryside, like the places where people have never been, because the roads are also good, and also like you know, with me I'm used to Nairobi, so I want a place where it's calm. Nairobi is kind of congested, so to theirs but the general thing about Rwanda I liked most is the terrain, man. It's so beautiful, man. I loved the terrain because the terrain.
Oh,
like
the terrain.
It is a country of 1,000 years. It's hilly. Like you are moving, even their city is on top of a hill.
Wow.
Like it's all hilly, going like this, wavy.
Like they have the trees, or it's just the terrain?
Of course, it has got trees. It's a very green, beautiful country.
Like, is it?
Yeah.
So there are forests.
Wow.
Like here in Kenya we have Kakamega forest, Malava forest.
But to me, okay, let me try and compare it to something like Kenya. It is. Have you ever gone to the Rift Valley part of this country, Rift Valley? So there is a place called that route going to. It's called Londiani in the Rift Valley. There is a place where it's kind of hilly. Like I think it looks like kind of close to Rwanda, but I think the Kenyan one is more of a valley. But that one is more like a hilly place. Yeah, so I think that's the terrain. Most of the terrain you can get them in Rwanda when you go to, not Rwanda, I mean Uganda, when you're close to Mbarara. You find them in Rwanda, part of Congo, and also Burundi. It's very hilly, that terrain actually. Even some parts of Tanzania. I was in Tanzania just 2 weeks ago. Also, they've got close to that terrain also.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Wow, so man, and that was the story, man. So if go watch my stories in
Don't
Rwanda.
forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe,
Like,
man.
Like and comment in the comment section. Okay, I'm single.
So that was it, man. Even Lynn is single.
No,
Oh, you lied. You lied.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, man. That was it.
I won't answer that.
My name's Mtala the Voice. Have a good time.